So Real Schoolers, back in August when I reviewed the last vampire flick I saw, which was Fright Night, which was a very good movie, I never told you a story about the last two vampire films that I really considered good. Now for those of you who didn't see the Fright Night review, those two films were actually the original Blade way back in 1998 and the first Underworld in 2003. The cool story is, back in 1998 when I went to go see Blade in theaters, well, you know that rave scene at the beginning? Well, all of a sudden I'm watching that and I feel a little drip on my hand. I look down and there's blood. I kid you not. Now it turned out I was just having a nosebleed. Yeah, I'm a geek. But it was one of those amazing film-going experiences. It was almost like I was simpatico with the film. I was in the movie. You know what happened with Underworld Awakening? Well, look at this, look. Yeah. It was so bad, I had an aneurysm. No, not really. And no, it's not pink eye. Get your mind out of the gutter. This is Real School. Can you believe people actually get paid for that? So, Underworld Awakening, the fourth installment in the franchise, and the third starring the beautiful Kate Beckinsale. However, third time, not a charm. Canada's own Scott Speedman didn't even want to do, well, what can only be called this hour and 15-minute long epic. Yeah, you heard me. 75 minutes. In fact, it was so short that I was thinking about doing the equivalent for this Real School review. Something along the lines of, welcome to Real School. Vampires. Lichens. Skin-tight pleather. Burn it. I mean, I barely finished my popcorn when the film's credits starts rolling. I mean, it made the story suffer so much. In fact, I realized that when the credits rolled, that I didn't even know the names of half of the characters. Who was this guy? And him? And her. Yeah, they called her Subject 2, but in the credits she was called Eve. Are you kidding me? Because the original was beautifully written. It was about warring factions. It was Romeo and Juliet-esque, and it had the, what's it called? Oh, a plot. And besides Speedman, where the heck has Len Wiseman been? I mean, basically he directed and co-wrote the first one, and then after, with the 3 sequels, or prequels, he basically produced, and that's it? Although I have to admit, this guy is actually kind of a personal hero of mine. So here's a nerdy guy that wants to make a vampire werewolf love story. He hires one of the most beautiful, attractive women in Hollywood, wraps her in skin-tight pleather, and then marries her. Can you blame him? I mean, I would have retired after that too, yet end up on top. Way to go, Wiseman. I don't have much to say about Underworld Awakenings. It's all been done before in the previous 3 films. The kills, the gore, the action. You've seen it before. At least 3 times, if not 1,000,000 times over, in all the werewolf and vampire movies we have now. The original Underworld, while it may have been derivative of films like The Matrix and a lot of other action films, well, it had a lot of other new things to offer. It felt somewhat original. They've gotten to the point where they write such a short movie now in the 4th film that basically it has no time for development whatsoever. And in the end, you just feel like you watched an hour-long television episode. Which is maybe where this franchise should go. Mortal Kombat did it, a lot of other crappy movies did it, when their sequels weren't really that successful. So, let's cut to the chase. The film certainly did. Is it an earn it, or is it a burn it? Yeah, you guessed it. It's a burn it. If you own the first one, just stay home and watch it and feel nostalgic for a time where Scott Speedman didn't feel he was too good for the franchise. One more teeny little announcement before I go, and that's that Real School is expanding once again, and I am now tweeting, which I've joined the kids. I feel all hip. That's right. Real School is on Twitter. Please join. I think they call it following. Please follow Real School, and of course it's at Real School. Remember to spell it properly because there is an R-E-A-L school as well, and we're going to want to give that guy support. I don't know what he's doing. It's probably something actually educational. But we want to talk about movies, so follow me. And until then, school's out.